We have an insane amount of Easter eggs. Making a movie like this, you get to spend a lot of time on each frame, and you get to think a lot about who you want to give shout-outs to, what little inside jokes you want to make, and potentially what sorts of storylines you want to tell in the background of the frame, if you look closely enough.
And yes, my mom is in the movie.
There's a lot of information on the sides of the computer, in the back of the sets. So if I'm on camera and you've got the frame of an iPhone, there's all this information behind me that you might want to look at that might tell you something.
Oh, sweet, we're in.
My favorite Easter egg in this movie, a woman named Hannah Couch is in the messages of Kevin Lynn's dating app. And Hannah Couch was an Easter egg in Searching. She was a woman who David Kim had gone out with before Margot goes missing. So she reappears in this movie and may or may not be going after Kevin, Grace's boyfriend.
Hey, Siri, remind me to ask Grace out to dinner. Wait, is this recording?
I love this story. I really wanted the PlayStation 5, but it was completely sold out everywhere. So I put it on Twitter and I said, hey, I'll pay for it, but if anybody can help me get a PlayStation 5, I will find a way to put your name in Missing. Lo and behold, ding, I get a DM. I'll help you find one. Those people are in Missing.
Favorite Easter egg in the movie is undeniably the continuation and follow-up to our epic Easter egg from Searching, which is about the secret alien invasion. And this time around, we find out that that storyline went in a very unexpected direction.
One of the really cool opportunities in making a movie like this is that you can sneak crew and family and friends into the movie. As you watch the movie, this thing is loaded with all of our crew and family and friends. In this scene, we have 2 Legat photos, and for the photo of Scott Ferguson, we actually used a photo of my dad, Bob Johnson. For the photo of Stu Roberts, that's actually a photograph of the real Stu Roberts, who's a real FBI Legat who consulted with us on Missing.
For June Snapchat friends, every name that you see here are all references to key members of the Missing crew, including both of the directors, as well as multiple people from the post-production team. The photo you're looking at is of Megan Suri, who plays Vina in the film, and her actual dad, a photo that she gave us.
So this cardboard cutout is actually our assistant during production, Claire Ghostin. If you look up on the top of that wall, you might see director of Searching, Anish Chaganty, up there. He ran up on that wall right before we rolled to grab an alternate angle, but he also made it into the movie. This sort of stock page with 2 people helping each other. These are actually our 2 editors, Ariel Zukowski and Austin Keeling.
This is Ramala and Suren Ohanian, the sister and father to Sev Ohanian, producer. Over here, this blocked user, Linda QQ, is actually played by my mom. Over here, we're seeing June's contact, Sean Tira. Sean was the script supervisor on Missing. So this photo of the Ninja Marco is actually a fun cameo of Missing executive producer Joe Henriquez. And over here, the photo of Ninja Diego. This is actually our Colombian line producer, Diego Ramirez.
In the sidebar in this sequence, you'll notice Masai Dorsey and Kez Sunday Udoka. Those are actually Nia Long's sons.
No one's ever done anything like that for my kids. They'll be so excited to find that Easter egg.
One of the fun parts of making this movie is you can load every frame with little clues that foreshadow what's to come.
Here in Kevin's emails, you can see that Kevin fixed June's laptop. We wanted to set up the idea that maybe Kevin got in to install this spyware software. The internet is descending on Grace Allen, and one person tweets that they worked with somebody who looked suspiciously like her in Texas, which is actually where Grace lived. So this person knew her back when she was Sarah.
This little text that you can see on the bottom left of the screen, that's a reference to producer Sev Ohanian. We had this identical Easter egg in Searching where this character named Sev Ohanian accurately predicts the ending. So this is Sev actually ruining the entire rest of the movie.
One of the really cool things was to put some Easter eggs into Missing that followed up on some of the characters that we saw in Searching. We hid an email from a weed delivery company. The founder and CEO of the company is actually Peter Kim, and he's the brother of David Kim, who was revealed to be sharing marijuana with his niece Margot in that film. There's a very brief glimpse of an ad in the sidebar. It's a game that's being played between the San Jose Fins and the St. Louis Notes. If you remember, Peter Kim was a really big fan of Fins in the first film.
So over here, we're seeing the T commentator, Abigail Nielsen. In Searching, Abigail was Margot Kim's classmate who claimed to be Margot's friend only after Margot went missing. Abby was using Margot so that she could get into Berkeley. The always gossiping Abigail did not get into Berkeley, but has instead found her calling as a commentator for the online publication, The T.
The guy on the right is actually an actor named Thomas Barbuska, who's continuing the same exact role he played in Searching, where he briefly pops up on David Kim's screen.
For the alien invasion storyline, June has a Reddit window open in the background. There's some chatter about a conspiracy about alien life. On Twitter, people are taking pictures about this abandoned mall and that there potentially was not a gas leak with the hashtag Area 52, hashtag cover up. June's friend Tia is even texting her about this girl who was in the mall that collapsed. This is a character who's going to be a major part of the Easter egg journey. And we realize that this teenager who was exploring that abandoned mall when it collapsed is still out there. We also see figures spotted leaping from rooftops as a CNN article. On Google, we have a CNN page that announces a travel advisory in Baltimore due to a power outage. There is an article about a contractor who claimed to have seen a green energy field in an abandoned mall. We see the space-oriented newsletter that has the headline, "Green light may alter DNA." We see another blink or you'll miss it moment where a Baltimore storm is caused by aliens. We also see for the first time hashtag Green Angel, what's starting to become the name of this teenage girl who got these alien powers. More instances of the Green Angel using her powers to really protect the people. We are really starting to see that the authorities are not necessarily on the same side as Green Angel. We see in Kevin's inbox a really quick headline, breaking, manhunt underway for Green Angel. Over here we see protesters gather following arrest of Green Angel vigilante, showing that the police did capture the Green Angel. Here on this one patrol sequence, we actually see written in Spanish, Angel Verde nos salvará, which translates to Green Angel will save us. We see very briefly the headline, Green Angel escapes, who helped her? And more importantly, we see another one that says they are back, did they come back for her? In this moment, as Javi is on his phone trying to desperately help June, we see a very quick trending search in Spanish, Angel versus extraterrestres en vivo, meaning it's Green Angel versus the aliens live. So it tells us that at this exact moment, while June and Grace are fighting for their lives, there's some kind of climactic battle happening between the Green Angel and the aliens. And in the final moments of the movie, we see on June's desktop a file that says, could Green Angel have survived? Implying that potentially she did survive this final encounter with the aliens.
So we showed you so many Easter eggs, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. So pause, freeze frame, dig around, try to find them all.